Hey, welcome back everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I'm News Jester and I'm Junior. Let's take a look at Marvel Legends Inhumans. This is Crystal and Lockjaw. So we've all been waiting for a Lockjaw for an Inhuman set. I don't have a lot of them in my collection. I think I have the basic ones that Marvel Legends have introduced. So let's go ahead and take a look at this box. First impression, this box is heavy. It's really heavy, which makes me think. I wonder, like how dense the Lockjaw figure is. This is the Lockjaw over here, and there's the background or back shot of the figure, and there's Crystal over there. So let me go ahead and open it up and see what's going on. All right, so there it is out of packaging. Let's take a look at the crystal figure first, okay? So here is a close-up shot of the crystal's face. And you guys know, if you've been watching my video, that I've been into 3 3/4 scale Star Wars figures. I've been collecting that for the past month and a half, and that's what I've been looking at most of the time. So it gives me a fresh insight or fresh look at what we get on the 112 scale side when it comes to face printing. Because I'm telling you, that face is just freaking awesome. I mean, the paint application, that face, so crisp. There's no wonky eyes. There's it seems like there's nothing out of place in that face. That's amazing. Here's the second part over here. And not knocking the 3 3/4 scale version of Star Wars, but you can only do so much in such a small scale, and I'm still impressed by the paint application that's occurring in that scale, because it gives them so much range when it comes to vehicles. But then you switch over to the 112 scale and you see that they're able to do so much more on the paint application once it gets to the larger scale. You have the subtleness of the blush, the eyeliner, the irises. Yeah, that's amazing. And that's basically it for the figure. I mean, everything just gravitates towards the face, and everything else is basic Marvel Legends. Um, at least the belt is sculpted on, everything else is merely painted on. And I'm okay with it now. It's kind of like what we expect from Marvel Legends, unless you're willing to pay for a higher price range for these figures. I think this is the best we're gonna get. So that's why I always concentrate on the face. It's the only thing you really want to talk about when it comes to Marvel Legends, is the face. And then everything's generic. Oh, we get the crystal figure, so that completes our set. And it's really tight on the twist over there. It's just really a little bit of that. There's no articulation on the waist. Everything comes here, which is fine with me because then it maintains the sculpt of the figure. These part, it's really nicely sculpted, the pelvic area, because you even have the muscle group going on over here. It's really hard to see in the paint, but yeah, you can see even this part of the female anatomy. Um, so nice buttocks region over here. No drop down on the thigh, but you can get that much. You get the thigh cut, double biceps, I mean double knee joint, and of course the usual ankle rocker and the up and down. It's just basic Marvel articulation. You do have these two fire effects going on. But yeah, it's just basic Marvel Legends with a beautifully done face. And it finishes off the team, I think, right? Oh no, are we still waiting for that guy with the big goat feet, or do we have that already? It's been a long time since I've looked at my Marvel Legends, and honestly, my collection is such a huge mess right now because of the um, and then you have these two fisted hands because of the introduction of the Star Wars 3.75 in my collection. It just took so much space um, in my figure. Now, the Lockjaw figure, it's a really interesting technology or thing that they did with a face, and I do love that face. It makes me think of my dog. I have a pug dog. His name's Chewbacca. But yeah, look at this. You have a lot of good cavity going on in the mouth, a lot of detail. The teeth and then the tongue are actually casted separately, so they just glued it in the back. So it's got a lot of detail going on, even the roof of the mouth. And this apparently just pulls out. And then you put in the new one. And you just give them a neutral look, which is cool because you don't have to deal with the eyes. If you wanted an angry Lockjaw, you just I don't think you can use it because you would need to change the eyes unless you kind of sculpted it in. Um, and this one, I think Lockjaw is the one that teleports them, right? So let me put on. Okay, so I just put on the two front legs. I don't think there's an actual popping sound. It's really hard to put in there, a lot of friction. But he's a big dog, and the dense that heaviness that I felt was coming from the dog. He's very dense. Like I think this is just one solid piece. So that's how he is standing off to the side. The articulation point is just on the joints up to here in the shoulder, and then the feet, and that's basically it. And then obviously, the head can go side to side, can go up pretty good, down pretty good. So that's pretty good. That's a good enough range, left to right. It's not the same type of articulation as the GI Joe have. And I'm not sure if such a articulation is needed because they did put these pre-sculpted sitting haunches, which I will now try to put. Let's see how hard it is to remove. Okay. Joints or the pegs over here seems pretty strong. The seam line on the face can be a little bit distracting, but there's no solution for that. That's gonna happen. And the face of the dog, the features of the dog lends really nicely for having those deep wrinkles to kind of hide it. I now have him on the sitting haunch thing, And this is how I'm going to display. I'm just sitting down. Let's see. Yeah, just like that. That's the way I look at Lockjaw. Or I remember him being like always like this hop. It's like a big beast that might be scary if it was real. But then that face is like, yeah, that face kills me. That's why my dog kills me every time. And then it comes with this one over here that you can replace this one, so that it's not always teleporting. I like the other one, the one with the effects. Just gives you a little bit more of a focal point when it comes to the head. And before I close, I just wanted to put on the secondary head over here on the body. Actually, I really prefer the other one, the more neutral look on the hair. Yeah, that's much better. And that's it for my review of the Hasbro's Marble Inhumans, Crystal, and Lockjaw. Now, in terms of value and pricing, I think it's still a good value. I think it's more like an 11 value of 11 when it comes to the price range of 10. You still get your money's worth. The It becomes 11 because we've never had Lockjaw in the Marvel Legends um, universe. Um, so it's kind of a unique character that's been finally introduced to complete the Inhuman set. Um, but it's the $70 price range is pretty steep. But this thing is really massive, though. This thing is really dense. I feel like maybe they could have shaved off a little bit by making this hollow, but I don't know. It's still a good set. I think it's well worth picking up. And because it's a unique character, I put it a value of 11, slightly above, better than what you're paying for. Yeah, but yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you guys again soon, and have a nice day. Bye.